And so God in His mercy has given us His Word, and He has given us direction. He has given us keys, that if we apply and use these keys, we will become successful in the subject and in the great ministry of prayer. Now the Lord said, let us come boldly. Let us come boldly. What that means is to come with confidence. Come with confidence to this King. Come into God's presence with confidence. You say, well, I come to prayer, Alan, and this is what happens to me. When I come to prayer, I feel that I'm the worst Christian on the earth. Like, when I go to prayer, I just think of the things that I've said. I think of the things I've done. I think of all these feelings in my life in the recent days or weeks or hours or even years, and I just think, you know, I'm just so condemned. I'm sure some of you can identify with that. Because I'm convinced that it's the main tool that Satan uses to paralyze prayer. Condemnation. It's an amazing tool. And so we must engage not only in coming to God in prayer, but also praise. Now, what's vitally important when we come to keys to prayer is the will of God. This is the major area where prayer does not work today. It's why many of our prayer meetings are so ineffectual and insipid. Because the thing that must be discovered before you're effectual in prayer is you must discover what is the will of God. What is God's will here? So often we just come and we just pray because that's what we're used to. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But God says this is the confidence that we have in Him. If we ask anything, listen to it, anything. I told you earlier on about a tree. That's part of the anything. Is God interested in the detail of your life? Of course He is. He said, if you ask anything according to His will, He heareth us. That's God says, that's guaranteed. If you pray according to my will, God says, you have a cast iron guarantee from God. He said, I've heard you. So you need pure motives. You see, the Bible tells us about a man called Diotrephes in John. And you know what it says about Diotrephes? It says, he loved the preeminence. He was in the church. But John knew him, and John loved the Lord, but John could see through him. And boy, Diotrephes, he was always up at the front. He was always in the limelight. And John writing, he says, Diotrephes, he loves the preeminence. Boy, he loves first place. You ever see people like that in the church? Love first place. Not a good thing. If you've been in prayer meetings where the Holy Ghost is present, you will never settle for death again. You will never settle for mundane meetings. It will kill you. I remember Dr. Peckham telling us a story when we were in college about these Christians. They were what we dare call holiness people. No offense to anybody, but they were kind of old holiness over in Africa. And he was with this missionary lady, and he was a young student with this senior missionary lady who God had wonderfully used. And he said they were all sitting around and they were praying, oh God, and they were all, you know, doing their bit and saying. And this missionary lady turned around and said to him, I would love to hit them all. I'd love to take a stick and hit them all. He was shocked. A missionary wants to hit all the Christians who are praying round in the circle in the prayer meeting. He looked at her and says, what do you mean? She says, it's not real. It's not real praying. They're just saying prayers. God is not in it. His Spirit is not among them. They're just playing. They're just doing this because they've done. She said, I would love to do something that would disturb them.